Okay, so this is the L 1.0. Okay, here is the Lawnmower 1.0. As you can see, I had to angle the wood a little bit because the ground clearance here was not big enough. So the idea was that I could just slide in the trimmer head and I'd be good to go for mowing and everything like that. However, it didn't really work that well, and there was actually too much wood between the planetary and the like the space between the trimmer head. So I'm gonna get rid of this and just use the one board like this, which means I can't use the actual trimmer head. I have to actually take it out of the thing. And then I'm also going to increase the ground clearance over here from these bolts and everything. So we should be good in that regard. And then I have this on the bottom of the wood. And the new one, we're actually going to raise this up so that way the top of the trimmer head actually comes closer to the thing. So that's the goal. I cut out some wood right here, so we're gonna go ahead and drill this out for the wheels and the other stuff. Okay, so I just finished assembling all of the parts here for the second lawnmower. This is the Lawnmower 1.1. It actually sits mostly flat. The ground clearance is still a little low. However, I can still bring it up off the floor a little bit because I can raise up this piece here. However, it does work. It does spin. Okay, so today is Saturday, October 10th. It's like 7:40 in the morning. We're gonna try out testing the Lawnmower 1.1, the new and improved bad boy over here, and see if it'll actually cut the grass. Okay, I think it was cutting a little bit too low into the grass. It also, we're using the trimmer line, so it didn't really cut it all that great. It kind of got stopped. I think I'm gonna switch over to the trimmer like plastic blades and we'll see how that does. Okay, so we swapped the plastic little string for the plastic guards. Let's see how it does. Okay, today is Monday, October 12th. I just finished sawing out some of the lawnmower so that way we'd have more clearance down here for the actual blade. And that way when it goes and hits the grass, it'll hopefully cut the top of the grass and not the bottom of the grass. And hopefully we can actually get this thing in the yard and see if it'll actually cut any grass moving and everything like that. So let's plug this thing in and get it rolling. Okay, so I was having some problems with the lawnmower. It isn't really cutting the grass necessarily. It just kind of, again, goes in there. It cuts the beginning really nicely, and then it kind of goes into the grass and kind of gets like stuck. So I'm gonna try it at 100%. It was at 50%. We're gonna try it at 100%. See if it won't stall as much. My other thing I think it might be is the base of the trimmer head is getting caught in the grass and like twisting it up and then like getting stuck. I think we might have to 3D print our own like lawnmower blade to try and get around that. But let's try it out with the 100%. Okay, so this one didn't do too bad. It actually was able to cut the grass. However, again, as soon as the base of the trimmer actually got into the grass, it starts to pull it up. It's like we've started to pull out some of the grass here, which kind of sucks. I actually am kind of upset about that, but that's what happens when you're prototyping. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But I think we need to go through and print a lawnmower blade that doesn't have the base on it, because that is kind of going into the grass, spinning it and pulling it out and stalling it. So I think that's our next step. Alright, and if you keep wondering what I mean by the trimmer head base, I mean this gray piece that goes beneath the blade. So as you can see, the blade height is all the way up here, right? But the actual trimmer head goes down a lot deeper and everything. And I think that's what's causing us a lot of issues. Alright, today is Wednesday now. It's the morning of Wednesday the 14th. And here we have the lawnmower yet again. I talked in the last video how I wanted to replace the trimmer head with an actual lawnmower blade. So I went on CAD, 3D modeled a lawnmower blade, printed it out yesterday, and then last night I actually mounted it to the lawnmower. So here is the blade. It spins nicely. It's got a sharp edge on the left here, and then the back is like a little thing to give lift and everything. So it spins nicely. I ran it last night. I had a bunch of sawdust everywhere, and I kicked up all the sawdust into the air and everything, and it was not a good time. But we're gonna go ahead and test this on the grass again, and we'll see how it does. You know, the next time I design one of these, I should make one of a guard for it, because, oh my lord, grass just gets kicked up everywhere. As for the grass being cut, it was a lot better than with the trimmer head. As you can see, it's very flat. Now, this is like where I stepped and everything, is where it kind of goes down. But the lift seems like it worked. Seems like it cut pretty evenly. So that seemed pretty good. One thing I have noticed, the wheels and stuff aren't perfect. I think next time I need to move one of the wheels to the back, and then I need to get like some caster wheels for the front, because they are just not doing it. The front is falling into the grass and cutting it a little bit shorter than what I really wanted to, so we'll have to work on that in the future. However, it does cut, and that is the important thing. This is the lawnmower version 1.1. I'm calling it the V2. It is essentially the L1.1, except in push lawnmower fashion. I had an extra piece of wood, so I fashioned a little handle, so that way the controller can sit up here just like so. And I spread the wheels out here, so now they're on the ends and the blade is actually in the middle. Boom, there it is. We have the battery in the back, and then right behind the motor there is the Victor, and then we have our solder board and the Hero board as well, and the 775 right there. But it's powered on. We're gonna flip the controller to a direct drive and get this thing a spin. So let's do it. Okay, so it kind of cut right along there. Right, kind of along there. I think the battery is dying because it isn't cutting very well. And I think I have to go charge up the battery, and then maybe when I get home from school, we can try it again. Okay, it's like 6:30 now, I think, roughly about that. Got home from school and they took the battery off the charger, said it was at 12 volts, 95% charged. So we're gonna take this in a new patch of grass. We've been messing up over there a lot, and that's kind of like all messy. So we're in a new fresh area so we can see like what we're cutting and how well it's doing. And we're gonna try and do some strips in the grass with this and see how it does. So Lawnmower 1.1 version 2, the push lawnmower, or the push L 1.1. I don't know. Either way, this is it. Okay, so kind of an eventful test. We broke the lawnmower blade in half. So we might have to try and find a way to reinforce this. I'm not sure really how to change the infill in different spots. But yeah, I mean, it cut the grass though. Let me take you over here. So as you can see, we did 2 stripes in the grass, and then we started to do a third, and it didn't quite get there all the way. But I mean, we did 2 stripes, and I mean, for being a plastic blade, it actually looks fairly good. Like, you can actually tell that it cut the grass and did kind of a decent job, actually. I'm not exactly happy with the plastic blade results of it cutting. It's a kind of frays the end of it. So anyways, thank you for watching this little update on the lawnmower, the first ever kind of working prototype for the lawnmower. If you would like to see more, hit subscribe. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed seeing the lawnmower break the lawnmower blade, hit like and leave a comment down for any kind of engineering suggestions, any kind of lawnmower suggestions. The next step is to try and get an actual moving chassis and stuff like that. Try and get like an actual nice 3D printed little, like 3D printed chassis or something like that, so we can actually drive this thing with the controller, and then we can use like the, I don't know, the triggers or something like that to actually drive the lawnmower blade. But yeah, for the first kind of pushing lawnmower type thing, it worked out pretty decent. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!